Here with our first look at the 2018 Fordham baseball season. We're here with head coach Kevin Leighton. Kevin, another year, fresh start for the team. What is it that you look most forward to as you begin a new year?
Yeah, every year is filled with new challenges, new opportunities. I mean, it's something that this time of year you get excited about just having that opportunity to get outside and start playing. And I know for me as a coach, can't wait to get going, and I'm sure our guys are just chewing at the bite to get going. So it's really exciting for us. So.
Coming off a season, you finished with a winning record overall, but you just missed out on the A10 championship. The team you have coming back is a pretty young team. There's only 2 seniors on the team, 8 juniors, so there's only 10 upperclassmen on the team. But a lot of your freshmen last year played a lot of innings. How much does that affect anything going forward, experience-wise, because you do only have those 2 seniors and a junior class with 8?
Yeah, experience is when you don't have it, it can be tough at times. But I feel like we've always had some young guys step up, and we had it last year. Some young guys, Kyle Martin and Alvin Melendez especially come to mind. Pitching key situations, back ends of ball games, stressful spots where maybe you wouldn't always pencil a freshman in there, but that's something that we've gotten used to, and it's exciting. I mean, when those young guys go out there and they perform and do well, it really makes you feel good, and it makes, I guess, the future bright for the program. So this year, especially, we're hoping the freshmen can step up, and the sophomores can continue to do what they did last year. So,
pitching-wise, obviously don't have Jimmy Murphy anymore at the top of the rotation, but still plenty of very good arms. Reese Kinnear, you mentioned Kyle, you mentioned Alvin. You also have Brandon Martin and a couple other guys coming back as to compete for those starting rotation, weekend rotation spots. How has the pitching looked so far as you get ready for that first weekend?
Yeah, I think on the mound we're very deep. I mean, that's been our goal, pitching and defense, and I think that's probably our strength is our depth on the mound. Getting Greenberg back is big, but like I said earlier, I mean, we've got some solid freshmen I think that we'll be able to put out there, and they will do the job. So I'm excited to see these guys perform, and but yeah, we have a solid group of guys that we can go to and feel very comfortable with these guys on the mound. So
I think one of those sneaky strengths of the team is the outfield this year. Right now you've got a bunch of sophomores out there, Baker, Godric, Melendez, lots of speed out there to cover a lot of ground. Can you talk about how they've kind of developed going into year number 2 for them?
Yeah, I mean, listen, just watching practice, whether it's defensive situation series or batting practice, there's some balls that are hit that you're watching it and you're thinking that's a double or off the fence or something, and then these guys pull it, catch it. So hopefully that will strengthen our defense and pull in some balls that maybe wouldn't always be caught. So but yeah, those guys just gotten stronger. Having a year under their belt, that year of experience is big, and I think all 3 are going to do a really good job for us offensively and defensively. So,
I know with that speed, I know assistant coach Rod told me he loves to run and stuff like that. Does that help having that many guys that have base that can pick up that extra base where maybe the outfielder doesn't get to the ball fast enough that you can take advantage of that offensively?
Yeah, that's one of the things we try to preach to the team, and I know they're buying into is pressure in the opposition. I mean, and speed is something that just puts pressure on the opposition, whether it's you hit a ground ball to short, you beat it out, or the pressure of the shortstop having to get rid of the ball, or that routine single to left that when you're putting a hard turn on the guy and you're actually really moving down the line, you can create some errors out there and we can get some extra bases. So, but stealing the bases is going to be big for us. We'll see how our offense goes. It's hard to tell, hey, are we going to hit doubles and triples? I'm not really sure, but one thing I do know is when we get on, we're going to be looking to move up. So, and I think that's going to be 1 through 9. So.
And last thing I'll get you out on the freshman class. You said, again, you're always looking for that new infusion of talent. Who can fans kind of look forward to seeing this year that could have a big impact on this team?
I think positionally Jake McKenzie has impressed. He's extremely athletic, runs really well, so we'll see what he can do. Nick LaBella's swung the bat pretty good in the fall. And then on the mound, I think John Stankiewicz, Matt Mikulski, Joe Quintal, those guys have impressed, and I think that group of five, and I'm sure there's a couple others that you're going to see early, and they're going to, I think, and we hope, do well for us. And we have a ton of confidence in them, and I'm excited to see them play. So.
All right, well, thanks so much for joining us, Kevin. Best of luck next weekend as you start out in Wofford.
Thanks, Scotty.
We continue our first look at the Fordham baseball team. We're here with junior catcher Justin Bardwell. And Justin, entering year 3, you've got a lot of experience over the past 2 years handling this pitching staff. And this year, not a whole lot of senior arms, but there are a lot of lively arms to contend with. What do you see for this season for the pitching staff as a whole?
As a whole, they're basically very young, but we'll definitely have some good arms going throughout the season. And I see a few guys that will be able to go real deep into games. And overall, we'll be pretty solid up and down the lineup, and I think we have a great chance this year.
A couple of your classmates, Reese Kinnear, along with Anthony DeMaglia, you've been around them for a couple years now and worked and developed that pitcher-catcher rapport with them. What have you seen out of your fellow classmen as they head into their junior season?
Oh, they've definitely been working harder this year. They have been trying to perfect their craft, and over the past few months, they've definitely improved on their pitches and getting better spin on their ball and worked more on their off speed. So overall, they've definitely been better past fall, and overall, I think they're going to have a great season.
One guy that's back for you guys is Ben Greenberg. I know it's a welcome sight to you. You caught him as a freshman. He's back from injury. What does it mean to have a player like that back in the practice, back with the team full time?
That means everything, because he's our captain. He tells us what we need to do, how to run everything. Basically, he's who we look to in times of what we need to do, and basically he will pick up our pitching staff, and he has the bulldog mentality to go out there and put his team on the back and go out and win a game for us whenever we need it.
For yourself, again, last year you were an all-rookie team selection your freshman year. Last year offensively, it looked like, the season kind of took its toll as you got toward the end there. What have you done in the offseason to kind of get yourself ready, for that full slate of games to kind of get back to where you were as a freshman where, again, consistent offensively, middle of the order guy?
I've definitely been looking at more film and trying to be better consistently and driving balls to the gaps rather than trying to pull balls. But my main focus right now is hitting line drives and moving runners around the bases. I'm not necessarily going to look for my batting average. I'm going to be looking to drive runners in no matter where they have me in the lineup. Runners on base, that's usually where I'm better at, more comfortable, being able to lay down a bunt, drive sac fly out into the outfield. Yeah.
Well, best of luck this season, Justin. Good luck next weekend down at Wofford as you guys get started.
Thank you very much.
We continue our first look at the Fordham baseball team here with senior pitcher Jake Bernardo. And Jake, one of only 2 seniors on this team along with Ben Greenberg. What have you been telling the team as the senior spokesman on this team as you get prepared for another season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been interesting just having 2 guys in the leadership role as seniors, but we've just been focused on doing the little things, and we've tried to develop really good chemistry with the younger guys, just get that family atmosphere going.
And right now, for this pitching staff, there are a lot of young, lively arms that you guys can go to in a pinch, in different situations, stuff like that. What have you seen so far out of the team, as they get prepared for that first game next weekend?
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part about it is we have a lot of great arms, especially in the freshman class. I think a lot of guys are going to step up, and we're really excited to get going next weekend.
as you head forward this season, tournaments down at George Washington. You guys didn't make the tournament, just missed out of a playoff spot last year. What does this team have to do a little bit better to get that extra series win or two, so that make sure that you're playing down at George Washington in May?
Absolutely. I mean, it started the first day that we all got together in the fall, and like I said, just doing those little things right day in and day out. We're trying to outcompete everyone this year, be the best competing staff in the country, and so that way we'll be playing come June.
All right, thanks so much, Jake. Appreciate the time, and good luck as you start your season next weekend.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.